Hello and welcome back to another VOD review. This time we're going to be looking at the Boston Uprising taking on the Florida Mayhem. So obviously we've already reviewed the Florida Mayhem, but we need to talk about the elephant in the room that happened today. Checkmate is no longer going to be a flex DPS for Mayhem. He is going to become a main tank. So we don't really know what's going on. There hasn't been a ton of communication, but OG is essentially being benched and Checkmate is moving to main tank. Historically, every time anyone has ever tried to change main role in the middle of a season, it has failed miserably. Taimu going to main tank, Jaehong going to main tank, Kuki going to main support, Hydration going to main tank for the Outlaws. There's gonna be some eyes on it, and it doesn't fill me with a lot of hope for the Mayhem moving forward. Obviously, they were 1-5 in their 6 most recent matches. They have been underperforming. What it makes it sound like is that they wanted drastic change within the roster, but it was going to be hard to get somebody in on low ping in a short amount of time, so it was easy to move Checkmate on the role to hopefully fix it. We don't really know what's going on with OG. I have no insight into that. But that's sort of what's happening with the Mayhem. On the other side, Boston Uprising had a great weekend. I think they went 2-0 this weekend by taking down who did Boston beat again? They beat Vancouver Titans 3-1, and then they beat the Florida Mayhem also. So that was good for them. Not bad, not bad. Obviously not the best wins for Boston, but hey, a win's a win for them. They look a little bit more solid. Punky has been making a mainstay on the off-tank role, which has been impressive because, a lot of people were expecting him to get benched by Gaebushi when he came to NA, but he didn't. So Boston is a team that leaned very heavily into the brawl style, if I'm remembering that correctly. Stand 1 has been kind of pounding on the Reinhardt, if I'm being honest. He plays really well in this series and, over the weekend. So let's see how they utilize that. Punky on the Diva. All that kind of stuff. We have Mayhem playing the Reaper, Sombra, Lucio, Moira. Don't really love this comp against the Brawl. I think you just kind of straight up lose out because the Reinhardt Brawl's better. Yeah, it's sort of really dependent on your coalescences and your EMPs. OG takes a tumble. Yaki dies to the turrets. As I said, in a head-to-head fight, Mayhem just doesn't win. That seems wildly unnecessary, but I respect it. Alright, so Florida Mayhem is going to go the loop-de-loop. I don't really know what they're planning on accomplishing. Maybe trying to avoid the turrets, but they don't really gain anything from doing this. Okay, now they're going to go back. Punky forcing BQB to back off. The wall goes down. The window goes down. OG gets frozen. Oh, the Shadow catches the Lucio, but nothing else really on that. Myunbong in trouble. OG gets booped again. Excuse me? Nah, he was dead anyway. Yeah, I just don't think the Mayhem comp is very good. As I said, it's dependent on their coalescence and EMP, so they should be in a... Oh. Well, they're dependent on their EMP, not their coalescence anymore. They got to hope for a big EMP from BQB. This should be pretty easy for the Boston Uprising to avoid. They just play their front line up here and their back line back here. Maybe if they just hold off, then maybe they'll get a good fight. Please don't commit your ultimates without an EMP. Alright, so now Valentine goes before the Sombra can get back here. The right play. OG gets frozen, pinned. Oh, that might have been bad. OG gets the Symmetra on the way out, though. This should still require the EMP from the Florida Mayhem. BQB might have to throw this Translocator in for this one. Faith does have the bomb, the beat. Great hide, great beat. Pretty much perfect play from the Boston Uprising so far. Yeah, you give up the cap here. You don't care about the cap. Yaki with a great death blossom and a diva bomb in the back line. Alright, but that costs Florida almost everything. They have the coalescence and the beat coming out of this, so Boston should be in a pretty good spot. A nudist! Thank you very much for the 5 months of subs. Oh god, Hobbs. Alright, so Boston are going to walk forward. They have the Torb now instead of the Symmetra, so I assume he's just going to throw the turret. They're going to get Coalescence engaged on, so you can see them playing incredibly passive. Oh, they get the hack onto the Baptiste, which should be very valuable for them. The Brig is doing a lot of work, though. Getting heals out. Gargoyle's in trouble. I think they need a beat. Oh, that beat was so late. I feel like they greeted that beat so much. OG's gonna get the primal. He probably is just gonna get absolutely melted out of this, though. Playing the Torb Reaper makes it almost impossible for OG to play this hero, right? Great boop from Slime onto the Brig. Gangnam Jin goes down. OG goes down. Myunbong just throwing out so many heals. Good bomb by Punky to just sort of like slow that down. Now we're about to see the most successful turret in the history of turrets. Valentine knows who the real carry is through all of this. He's like, you know what? Overload. Hit the turret. Get him, turret. Yeah. Pew, pew, pew. Pew. Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. His turret got a 4K. The turret OP from Valentine. Oh, that my title is wrong. Thank you. Alright, Boston coming out with a unique strategy. They're gonna play with the Junkrat against the like. It's crazy to me that they're not playing the Reinhardt. Are they just not confident in OG Reinhardt? Because if they keep trying to play this Winston, they're just gonna keep getting murdered. Like I feel like the Symmetra Junkrat isn't gonna be very good against the Winston. You really want to play that against the Reinhardt. So this might be a hard first fight for the Boston Uprising. Oh, is Melmon gonna live through this? Yeah, this isn't a great first fight composition for the Boston Uprising. They just don't have enough consistent damage, right? Like, the Junkrat really needs to go crazy. Same with Symmetra. So I think if they just switch to the, if they go back to the Torb Reaper and then just go onto the point, they'll be fine. They might stay on the sim, yeah. They actually might stay on the sim under the idea of, like, oh, no, they're going to go to the Reaper because it'll be really easy to TP to the point, but they can just play so heavy counter dive with this composition. Like, look at Boston's comp. How does OG play the game against this composition? They're so dependent on these EMPs. Cries in Mayhem fan, yeah. And that's sort of what I say. Like, OG literally jumps in with Primal and then just gets instantly melted. Oh, that window's a problem. Coalescence could not have been better timed. Just disengage from this. Oh, Valentine got pushed down. I think you just disengage from that. That's Primal, that's Cole. I guess they're walking into an EMP for the next one, though. Oh, no, I remember this. This is like... I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. Why does Florida think rushing this through this door is going to be good? Like, they're walking into a Reinhardt in a small room against the Reaper Brig Bap. They're not going to instantly kill anyone against this composition, and they just get absolutely melted. They didn't have an advantage. They didn't have anything going for them. They didn't have Coalescence. Good shatter by Stam 1. Gets the 2. Like, yeah, I don't know. That felt like a massive mistake. Mayhem was in such a good spot. All they needed to do, wait out the next fight, As soon as Boston tried to walk forward, EMP them, you win the next fight, you're probably going to win the game. But for some reason, Mayhem just goes wrong. Just a really bad call, it looks like, and they just get isolated and die. So we get the rally come out from Faith. I actually love the timing of this rally for this exact reason. EMP goes down. EMP does not hit the Diva. Importantly, doesn't hit the Diva and doesn't hit the Baptiste. So the Baptiste is going to have the lamp. Lamp goes down just here, as you can see. I would have actually preferred to have seen Punk throw a Diva bomb in there. I guess, like, counter bomb that. But decides not to. Like, as soon as that EMP went out, if he threw the bomb onto the point, I feel like that could have been really good. So they're actually going to try and commit with the Torbolt and Punk's Diva Bomb. Yeah, that might have been a mistake by the Boston Uprising. They also used the window. Like, Boston, you literally just used everything to try and hold on to that fight. How's the meta seem so far? It's very different depending on the regions. Like, the region, a lot of the Korean region is playing a lot of Wrecking Ball or Brawl, while NA is playing a lot of Brawl / counter divey style and a lot of these Winston Anna. So it's a little bit all over the place right now, but it'll probably standardize as we see more teams play. So here comes the Coalescence engage from the Florida Mayhem. Yeah, this Boston just don't really have a leg to stand on here. They don't have the ultimates. They didn't really have anything going for them after messing up that last fight so badly. Looking forward to seeing what Shanghai Dragons are fuelable running? Yeah, I agree. With that said, though, both teams have very, like, weird compositions that they do play. Why did that round go so much better for Florida? Because Boston lost the first team fight because they had a bad composition. The second team fight, they lost because of ultimate disadvantage. The third fight, Florida Mayhem hit the big EMP, won the fight with their ultimates, and then Boston wasted too many ults in the fourth fight. In the third fight, so that they couldn't have a fight in the fourth fight. So I think it was just a compositional mess up from the Boston Uprising. And you see them fix it here on the first fight here. They're playing the Torb McCree, expecting Florida to play this dive style. And this is going to be really hard for Florida, right? Against this McCree Torb, like, how are they going to dive against the amount of damage that the Boston Uprising is going to have? I actually really like this McCree pick instead of the Reaper as well, because it gives them more range to, like, poke for. That's going to force the hand of the Florida Mayhem a lot more. You can just see OG just doesn't... He's just slowly dying. Oh, Gargo hard commits onto that kill. Does not get it. And Boston's just too solid against what the Florida Mayhem are playing. Florida needs to switch their comp. If I was them and I wanted to switch my comp, I would switch... I honestly think if you just switched OG to Ryan, you could make it work. Or like go like Ryan May. But obviously that I don't think Florida really has that ability. And that's always been an issue with Florida, is they're just not very flexible. Like if they can't go to this brawl, their composition right now just doesn't work. Like I think they're just straight up comp diffed. I'm scared OG isn't going to get another chance in the league now that Checkmate is taking his job. All right, I don't want to be negative towards OG, but if he played on Dallas Fuel, didn't make it work. He played on Gladiators, didn't make it work, and then goes to Mayhem and also now doesn't make it work. At some point, I'd be shocked if teams gave him another opportunity if he can't make it work. Of every team he's played on, he has only ever played one season on any team he's ever played, other than Dallas Fuel, which he joined halfway through, and then he had that season, right? He's never lived through a season with any team. And I think that's just a red flag if you're a team looking to pick someone up. Okay, so now they dodge the rally and the Torb splooge all over the point. But you can just see they're just running away. They're trying to wait on this BQB. Great shadow by Stam 1. They were just waiting on this EMP. They just don't have a win condition outside of this EMP and this Coalescence. Like, I don't see how their composition ever wins. Real talk, Stan 1 is a top main tank player. Okay. Let's pump the brakes a little bit here. Stan 1 had a great series. He had a great weekend. His Reinhardt looks really solid. But he is not a top main tank in this league. We have a lot of great main tanks in this league. Boston is not a great team just because they had a great weekend. This is like the Toronto situation and that kind of stuff. Like, Boston are doing well, but they are still very firmly in the middle of the pack of this league. And Stan 1 is not a top main tank. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Stan 1's Reinhardt has been good, but his Winston has not been that solid. His Wrecking Ball is kind of Like, there's a lot of great top main tanks in the league that would like to have a word for you if you're going to put Stan 1 up there. Stan 1 greater than Super? You guys, you're gonna make me mold out of control. Beat engaged is probably gonna be an EMP to follow this up. EMP. Oh, great Diva Bomb. And this is what I wanted from Punk in the third team fight, right? When they use the EMP. They throw the EMP. He knows they're gonna be committing to a throw the Diva Bomb at it. Boom. Just absolutely rolls. Great play by Punk. Great counter bomb. All right, and that's gonna be the fight. That's the cap. Well played by the Boston Uprising. I think, and that pretty much summarizes what happens for the rest of the series, right? Of like, I just don't think Florida are gonna try and play this comp, and it's just, I just don't like it at all. I don't think this Winston, I prefer the Winston and a Brig way more. I would much rather see them commit to that. That gives them more of a win condition. That gives OG the nano and that kind of stuff. The Lucio Moira, I just don't like at all. My only problem with the Ana Brig is it can be very hard. Like, this is going to be very hard for the Mayhem to get sort of slow the Boston Uprising down from running at them, right? But they are very counter dive heavy, so IM37 goes down in the first fight. Mizzos is scared to delete stupid hot takes because there's no chat left. Custa says donor walling hot takes. Okay, let me go back to errands. Call it cum or nut, but if you keep calling it splooge, meet me in the Denny's parking lot. But I know splooge just hurts people a little bit more. What happens if I call it moist splooge? Maybe if I call it moist splooge, I could probably lose some more viewers. I will break this stream. Alright, Punky's dealing with 2v1 back here. Demonetized. Alright, Nano Echo. I feel like that definitely should have been in OGE. I don't know if that was meant for OG. Big nade by fucking Gangnam Jin though. That might actually hold them through. Oh, great play by Valentine. Good counter dive by the Boston Uprising. Playing it slow, playing it smart. Torbjis. If you call it moist splooge, you will lose your subscription to live. Okay, okay.
Objective lost. Stop the pain.
Okay, so here we go. How's the Florida Mayhem going to win this fight? They obviously have the EMP coming up. It's going to be on Faith to get a really good rally here to counter this. Florida's still on the Scientist character. I don't mind the Scientist character as much on this map. I think they're just playing around their strengths at this point. I really question, like, I don't know. I think it's really hard for BQB to charge an EMP against this composition. So I kind of like, I think if they're going to do this, I almost think BQB should switch. But I don't know what to. I like the high noon. I like the rally. Force them to force the EMP. Like, force BQB to hit this EMP. Valentine gets hacked, but he gets his... Thank you very much, money. Moist splooge all over the cart. which seems to be giving them a lot of space. Like, Mayhem can't really engage into this. Bastion is left. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Alright, that cost Mayhem a lot of ultimates. That's EMP, that's Diva Bomb, that's Rally. Boston can re-engage into this fight. Here comes the copy from Yaki. Oh my god, the instant counter dive. Yaki loses the copy. He's not going to get the third shadow like he did that one time. So this is just Uprising living through everything that the Mayhem are throwing at them. I talked about this a little bit. I don't really understand why the Mayhem aren't nanoing OGE. Like, why is OG not the person being nanoed? It feels like OG never gets nanoed, and that doesn't avail. I don't know if it's like a team strategy thing or a plan or something like that, but it's just weird. The stand one shadow goes wide. But as I said, Mayhem just can't kill the Uprising. Like, they're wasting a lot of time, but they just can't kill the Uprising. The Brig Bap is just too strong. But it's funny because the Uprising can't kill the Mayhem, so we're in this never-ending cycle of everyone just like...
Moist splooge.
Yo, Ms. Liz really embracing the moist splooge. Thank you for the $5, Liz. I appreciate that. Saving it for checkmate? Yeah, maybe they'll nano checkmate. Oh god, Punky loses that. More moist splooge on the cart. Good job by Valentine. Yaki gets another copy. Dude, we are just we're in a never-ending loop. We're in a never-ending loop in this choke. They nanoed OGE that time though. That was cool. But literally no one dies ever. Oh, Faith. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Woo! Great bash by Faith. Keeping them in this fight with that bash onto Beaky B. And that's all of a sudden the exclamation point on this comp. Boston shut down the Yaki Tracer. It feels like Boston came into this series being like, if we just play Torb, McCree, Brig, Bap, Yaki can't play Tracer and we'll just win through default. That really feels like that kind of feels like the strategy that Boston Uprising came with. Just don't let Yaki play Tracer and win the game. Oh, no need to watch this match. Oh, what do you mean, Iron? We're enjoying this match. Together. Where is OG in rankings of fewest deaths for main tanks? I have no idea. Probably pretty high. It 100% is. They literally said it in the thing, yeah. Rally comes out. Can't really get value out of it. They're getting hard flanked over here. OG comes in. Diva Bomb comes in, so that's Primal. Primal Diva Bomb. Boom! Goes the Dynamite. They get a lot of value out of those ultimates. So that's Rally, Primal, Diva Bomb. OG almost instantly died when he jumped in, but that was a great bomb by Gargoyle. Go Mercy Slime. Yeah, Slime could definitely switch to the Mercy and get a bunch of value there, but then you'd have to pocket Yaki. Like, maybe pocketing Yaki with the Mercy would be the better play, but I don't know. Alright, here comes Valentine, stepping up. Valentine's got his moist splooge. Throws it at the bubble, throwing it aggressive. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to lose his moist splooge. Fortunately, they do disengage from the moist splooge. But, you know, that's a little bit of space from the Boston Uprising. They need to deal with the EMP now. Faith Chat has their rally though, so they should be able to just step up with this rally. Sort of force the issue a little bit here. Good sleep onto to stand one. EMP goes out. Oh, great high noon by IM37.
Pass into the ass.
Moist splooge.
Wow, Liz, calm down. Calm down. Thank you for another $3. I appreciate it. It's the real Ms. Liz. You can't type real in if it's not the real Ms. Liz, so that one had to have been Ms. Liz. Why pay $8 to pretend to be me? Hey, we don't make the rules. Alright, top turret goes down. Florida Mayhem are really struggling in. They should be able to nano their Winston, maybe get a rally. They're not going to use any ultimates. Oh, the Punky Bomb. I actually love this bomb. I love that bomb. That was such a good bomb by Punk. Really forced, like, Mayhem. Like, half the team had to run into here. Half the team had to run into the opposition. Even if they didn't. Like, it even landed in a spot that made value. Stand one, do not feed on me. Oh, look at that. Look at all of that. Moist splooge. Thank you very much for money.
Time to raise my APM.
Identity theft is no joke, you babo. Thank you for the 100 bits. Also, exclamation point, of course, of course. The Nano Primal Winston just can't do anything. And that's not really a C9. This fight is 100% over for the Mayhem, but yeah. Woo! I am glad you got $8 because this video is getting demonetized. What do you mean? It's the official name of what we just said we were going to call it.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, now Florida coming out. They're going to play... Hanzo McCree Brawl?
Pass into the ass.
Moist splooge.
Now we're pinky swearing. Has to be big. Okay, never mind. We're going. They're going back May McCree. I think this is a good play. I think this is a good play. This is the counter, in my opinion, to what Boston is doing. Just play a comp that just brawls harder than they do. Checkmate did not come in this series. He came in the series against when Mayhem lost to Toronto. Parrot? I can't remember. But whatever team that they beat. Oh, slime goes down to the turret. Dude, Valentine's turret might be the greatest turret to ever exist. Alright, Uprising are running in. Oh, the window. Oh, someone goes down. Oh my god, Faith is whacking people. Oh my god. Somehow, everybody lives to tell the tale. Make moist splooge donation sound? Oh god. Then no one will ever donate to me again. Oh, the shadow goes down. Stand one gets the block. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Good play by the Florida Mayhem. That Mayot was definitely not necessary, but hey. I think that might have been the original plan, and then the high noon just killed everyone. Valentine's Turret might be the best player on Boston. Alright, so we're gonna have Boston mirror the composition, so Boston's willing to take the head-to-head. I like this switch by them. I don't think you realize I don't think you realize how degenerate we are. Alright, here we go. Boston stepping up. They got the shadow, they got the high noon. Oh god, Iron 37 gets eviscerated. Big slam. Yeah. What? Oh, I hit the shield. I was like, how did that hit nobody? Oh, Punky Diva Bomb. Oh, just a little late. Slime does a good job of living here. Okay, never mind. I say that and Slime dies. Stand one goes... This was really questionable. Like, I don't know what Boston is doing here. They just, like, run down BQB and Stand one just, like, turbo feeds. This was questionable play by the Boston Uprising. It cost them this point. I think it actually cost them second point as well. So, kind of a bit of a throw by Boston.
Hello. Hoi. Howdy.
This is all chat's fault? Oh, of course, of course. Alright. Brawl v Brawl. Florida has the beat, the mail, the flux. This should be really easy. This should just be a pretty easy flux. The flux isn't very good, if I'm being honest. The mail is better, though. It should just cause everyone to die, yeah. Just too many good ults from Mayhem. That just goes back to Boston Uprising throwing away their advantage in the front half.
Team kill.
Yeah, we talked about Checkmate a little bit earlier in the VOD review. You can go back and check that out if you'd like. Watching this match me feels like there is a massive gap between top teams and the mid-tier teams. There is a really big gap. It's the same thing that I felt when we were watching MyXL vs Charge. Like, there is a massive gap between these two things. Pancake, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. I don't know what the heck is going on, chat. That is, yeah, that's pretty much summarizes everything that's going on here. I think anyone knows the idea. Great aggressive play by the Florida Mayhem. Playing with the high noon, it's gonna corner the crap out of the Boston Uprising. Oh, OG goes down though. They almost got really good value with that high noon, just not enough to close it out. Hey Boston, let's not turbo feed away your advantage anymore.
Time to raise my APM. Booster engaged.
Wobble wobble, motherfucker.
Bulgarian, thank you for the 42 months. Congrats on to Buster for his casting. Yeah, thank you very much, Bulgarian. It was a good time. It was a good time. All right, so Florida Mayhem stepping up with the beat and the shatter. They're playing. Oh, okay. OG just hitting stand one with the classic. Good beat by Faith to keep them in this one. Oh, the Maywall's very good by Valentine as well. That D-bomb was nowhere near as good. Oh god, Boston's running out of ultimates. Boston's running out of ultimates. They just threw every single ultimate they have. Mayhem just needs to play slow here, wait for their high noon, wait for their flux. Really get their ultimates up. Oh god, they're overcommitting on the high noon. No! Gargoyle! Legit. Oh my god, Florida just needed to not play too aggressive. They just like ran into the only win condition that Uprising had. Then Beaky B feeds as well. Oh, that was tragic by Florida. They had such a big advantage, but they just rushed it a little bit too much. Alright. They're still going to come in with the Mayout and the Flux, so they should be in an okay spot though, right? So, it's not the worst thing in the world. They kind of lost themselves some time, but Boston didn't get too many ults from that. Can I say Moist Splooge on cast this week? I can't. I can't do it. I like my job. If Mitch can say Dicko mode on broadcast, I feel like I should be allowed to say Moist Splooge, because neither of those those words are offensive, really, or rude or anything like that. So really, I feel like this should be fine. And Josh said suck 'em dry. Exactly. So I feel like, oh, phenomenal leap by Punky. Did Punky see that one coming? Only Mitch has the power. Yeah, Mitch is actually talented at our job, so that's why he's able to do it. There's the Flux. Oh, he catches it. Woo, Punky. With the clutch plays. Valentine throws down his mail. Isolates OG. Yee. Wow, that was great protection on OG. Great play by Mayhem. They, like, even with the mail, they did everything else right, so that's what matters.
Round 2 complete.
But, Moist, you can't say Moist ult. It doesn't make sense if you don't say Splooge.
Ready.
What happens if I say Moist Cummies? You know? Like, that, like, is that better or worse? Like, than Splooge? Is that... What do we think?
Ready. 1. Attackers.
Worse? Okay, okay. But there's Splooge in that. They're essentially the same. Okay, we're just finding the line, okay? We're trying to find the line, okay? One step at a time. Alright, so we're gonna see a mirror comps again, but we're gonna have Gargoyle playing with that Sigma. What if I call it special sauce? I like special sauce. Can I call it special sauce?
30 seconds remaining.
Pass into the ass.
Moist Cummings doesn't have the same ring. Moist Splooge though.
Moist splooge though. Thank you very much for that $3, Liz. I appreciate it. Oh, stand one goes down. Pretty poor aggression from the boss, and I feel like this was... Oh, stand one goes down, yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
OG gives Boston a window. How does this happen? How did Boston almost throw this?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh god, that was dangerous. Oh my god, Gargoyle should die as well. Great lamp by Gangnam Jin. Oh! Could anyone have touched? Oh, that was close. That was unfortunate. That's not really a C9 I don't think anyone could have touched. That was close though. That was close though.
Initiating match. Initiating match.
I'm still shell shocked from the Cummings comment. What do you mean? Bap and Ryan. Ryan got booped. Like Stan One came back as fast as he could and then got booped. And I think Myeonbong got pushed by somebody as well, right? Like I don't think the Bap would have been able to make it. So. Alright, what do we got? Boston Uprising playing the Brawl again. Brawl v Brawl, how's Mayhem gonna get the edge on this one? Has you reviewed Toronto vs Florida? Yes, I have. It's actually on YouTube right now. I uploaded it like 20 minutes ago. Gangnam Jin gets walled and isolated over here. I feel like this is just poor by Gangnam Jin. He just opened up, widened out way too much. Gets him killed. That should allow Boston to just have a massive advantage, right? They're going to have the window first and then this next fight. They're actually going to go early as well. I like that play by us Uprising, right? Recognizing that they don't have the Baptiste. They could have easily gotten another pick there and saved themselves another 10 seconds.
Into the ass.
Yes, Ms. We think you'd spend $14 on this doofus.
$14. $14. They're going to be careful about C9ing this. BQB gets punished though. Punky rushes the point. Oh god. Stan One gets the pin. Actually gets him killed because OG with a great counter pin, but that cost them a lot. So now all of a sudden... Alright. They're gonna have to give them a little bit of leeway there, right? They don't have Stan One. Faith is doing his best taxi service right now, trying to bring OG back into this. Stan One back into this. I think OG should have gone. I feel like they're playing too slow. Oh, I guess it's the Lucio Bap. Maybe they can't have gone. High Noon gets walled. Great wall. Counter High Noon by IM37 is going to force... Oh, OG just got bullied. This is just bullying. OG's dead. Oh, good flux. Yaki doesn't have the mail though, so it's going to be too hard. Beat goes down, and that should just be the ball game there, folks. It's going to be a draw on King's Row. Ms. Liz is getting some real imposter syndrome going on right now. Alright, Boston vs Mayhem going to Junkertown.
Ready for battle.
See if we get some more Torb special sauce over here. So Mayhem's going to play the Wrecking Ball Mercy Zen Ash composition, something that we saw a lot from MYXL. Boston's going to stay with the Brawl. I think the Brawl is actually pretty good against this. If you can play it right. The most important thing that I like about this is the Symmetra, right? I think if they were playing like a McCree or a Reaper, it doesn't work as well because it's very hard to close the distance on the Zen. But I think with this composition, with the Symmetra, they're going to actually be able to maneuver around the map that should be able to just punish Mayhem for having it. BQB just kills Myeonbong, no? It's a bad start. Well, it's shortest TP. Yeah, this review will be going on YouTube if you want to have a look at this. If you are watching the YouTube right now, it's very important. I need you to help me. Please don't report this video for poor content. I would love to be able to put ads and monetize this. And I feel like just because some comments were said earlier on King's Row shouldn't demonetize it. So if you report me, you're going to make Papa sad. So let's not do that. Maintain checkmate, let's go. No, do not encourage this, Patrick. Yes, this is the last review for the day. I don't know why I'm watching Stam 1. So they're getting the push, I'd love to see them TP soon, yeah. Like, go the back route, like TP, like up here, or over here, or like, or even TP over here. Like, I think you TP onto the Ash Mercy, you could get a good TP. Oh, they're going this way. Oh, IM37 goes down on the TP. But they got Gangnam Jin. Oh, Florida's doing a good job of rotating around this. Bad, Patrick. Oh, Boston's just gonna TP back. Okay, yeah, just fuck it. They got the Zen, so they have the advantage because the Zen is dead now. I think it's time to do another TP. If they TP onto the Ash Mercy, they're in a good spot, I think. Yeah, time to go again. There it is. There's the Ash Mercy TP, like I said. Oh, Gargoyle gets frozen out of the flux. Faith, just live. Oh! Oh my god, that pulse bomb was enormous. That was great play by Yaki. And here's the Yaki Tracer that we know is the ultimate win condition. This is not looking very good for Boston. Thank you very much for money. Mayhem's doing a great job of dealing with what they're doing. If it gets demonetized, don't worry. I'll make sure your cat gets food and the new toys they deserve. See, Sharkbait is my cat sugar daddy. I appreciate that. Sugar catty. No! Sorry, I deleted. Sorry, Josh, your message got deleted. You got hit in the crossfire. I had to delete that Patrick message. IM37 goes down again. Playing a little bit too aggressive, I think, at certain times. Why you gotta be like this, Stem 1? Zen's just trying to vibe out there. Just trying to bring some tranquility to the world. All right, here we go. Hello. So the Zen is dead again. Slime gets the res, but dies for it. Great block by the Sigma. Okay, mine's on point. So IM37 has no fear. He just TP'd into a BAP with 1 health.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh my god.
Wobble, wobble, motherfucker.
Sleep Goth God, thank you very much for the fresh sub. Welcome to the fam. Much love, much love. Okay. Yaki is just... The win condition of not letting Yaki play Tracer is not going very well. Oh, okay. He lives to tell the tale. Oh my god. Please kill Yaki. That was greedy by Yaki to go for that. Yaki just doesn't die. Sim TP. IM37 Sim is just not it right now. He's just died first, like every time they get in these fights. Oh, the whiff on the Flux by Gargoyle. Alright. A couple of things just went wrong for Mayhem there. And that sort of cost them a lot. They finally got there. Do you think Gargoyle is Diva and Zaya as good as the Sigma? I feel like it's always out on sea. I feel like Gargoyle is Sigma is quite good, but his Diva and Zaya haven't really impressed me too much. DPS Moira carries, Coalescence, just a pretty good ultimate. Alright, Mayhem, I think this is where it gets hard for the Mayhem though, right? I feel like Boston probably are gonna roll through here a little bit more. It's like watching Charge again. It's really hard to play the Brawl with the Sim on that point, especially with how well Mayhem were playing around it. But the problem is now, right, is like they're just gonna TP on the high ground here. Like, IM37's gotta stop being the first one through these doors. Like, IM37's just gonna keep dying if he keeps going for this shit. Okay, they consolidate in the room. Myambong's gonna get another flux. Flux. Get another coal soon. Alright, we got coal. They should go high ground, I think. Let's go high ground. Let's go high ground. Oh, nope. Oh, bae. They're coming. Oh, Lord, they're coming. That was too easy. They should have known that was coming. No, views, thanks for the good content. No worries, Sleepy God. I appreciate that. Glad you've been enjoying them. Okay. I don't remember what happens this map. Good things. Okay, there it is. There's another cap by Boston, and this is where it gets really hard for Florida, right? Is like, once Boston starts getting traction, they start getting ults, it starts getting real hard for us. Okay. Alright, here's another Sim TP. Sim TP goes, they just go down main. Great eat by Punky on the Yaki Pulse Bomb. And BQB goes down. They just can't keep BQB or Gangnam alive. They should be able to get the res here. Or not. Oh, OG just gets shattered. It's kind of rude. Aw. Okay. The Moira pick actually is proving to be a lot better pick. So they got Cole now, right? They can just Cole engage whenever they want it. Faith, I think it's time to beat. Oh my god, they decided not to beat. Counterpin. They beat and Cole at the same time, but that should be pretty valuable for them. They're gonna get the control at least. There's a lot of ults for Mayhem though. Mines go down again. Wait, that's another set of mines for OGE? How long did that take him to charge those mines? So he drops the mines at 140. When he starts getting charged again at 145. Okay. Not bad. That was like a 30-second set of mines. They forced a Transcendence though. It was like 30%. Yeah, he's just slamming like everybody in there. And they're like turrets. Okay. Well, Boston is sort of reset here. Yaki. Oh, down he goes. Florida are doing a great job of just controlling space and not getting caught by these Sim TP strats. Valentine uses his Death Blossom against Slime? Because fuck you, Slime, I guess? Sim TP on the high ground. Wow, very reaction by OG. Faith goes down instantly. Needs to be a 9k Diva Bomb. Oh, it's a 1k. Should get res though. Yeah, this is where the end of the line right here from Boston. I feel like they just force this sim strategy too much. I feel like Boston feels like the biggest issue right now is they don't seem very flexible. Like, just feels like they're only playing these Ryan comps and they don't want to play anything else. OG 3 sets of mines and 2 mins. Yeah, he just like absolutely just owning with mines. What? Where's speed? Nice. Alright, but they lose the team fight. Was Volskaya played? I think Volskaya is map 4, right? Why do I feel like he played... They played Hanamura, though. What was that pin? He's just trying to get to point. Boston shield double shield or ball comps are probably bottom 5, but their rush is insane and carries them. That's why they run it. Yeah, and that's not too surprising, right? Like, you can't blame them too much, but yeah. This is kind of crazy that this doesn't hit anybody. The fact that this doesn't kill anybody is kind of ridiculous. Like, that should have killed somebody. Oh, OG just got murdered. I feel like they need to get a sim TP onto this backline over here. Oh, they don't have a sim. They're playing McCree Torb. I just realized they're playing McCree Torb. So they went back towards their bunker style. I didn't even realize until right now. So they went back to their bunker style on their defense. I think that's probably the right call, actually. They probably should have done that on their own attack. They probably baited themselves into staying on that Symmetra, but... Oh, great bomb. Wow. Like, OG was getting so much value on that ball. Same thing with Yaki. But if they just go back to this Bat Brig, like, it's just so good. Oh, that's a good portion. This will be on YouTube tomorrow. But it's interesting. I wonder how effective this comp by Boston really is against this Mayhem comp, or if it's just like Boston's really good at this comp, or Mayhem doesn't know how to deal with the comp. I feel like it keeps Yaki a lot more in line, and like especially OG, right? Like OG, we were just talking about how OG is getting so many mines and unpunishable. He's getting punished so much right now. Oh, actually, I remember this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh! They're like back against the wall. Woo! Bonk, bonk. Look at this. Bonk, bonk. Oh! Yes! What do? You literally can't do anything if you're BQB.
60 seconds remaining.
Oh, sorry, I didn't talk about the secret sauce right there that Valentine dropped on the point to really give them some space.
All systems checked out. Now show them.
Bro, I always watch you, only at Al, and you're family friendly and shit, and the first clip I watch you on Twitch is a clip of you saying, there's a giant dildo in the way. Yeah, once you get to know me, things change a little bit. So, you can't take the Dennis Walker award away from me, though. Just because I say some fucked up shit. Okay, yeah, that's you can't do that. It's mine.
Allah, Helden sterben nicht.
Alright, Yaki goes down to Punk. Great play. Punk. Oh! Get him! Oh, no. That's a good bump. Punky loses mech. Oh, God, he's got a Yaki problem as well. You win these, Punky! He indeed did not win those. Shattered goes wild by stand 1. No, I am 37. This should just be the end of this fight. Bomb took out the MVP turret. That is true. The turret is single-handedly carrying the boss in Uprising. They didn't even appreciate the sauce. What's the point? Can Tara play main tank? Yo, Mayhem, I'm just saying. If Florida season ends with a big loss streak, what should they do? Just make some chubs. Like they have a couple of great players. They just need to like bolster their roster a little bit. Finding a consistent solid main tank is definitely probably an important idea or like thought. Alright, so they use the window to control some space. They got the high ground. Florida can't really do a whole lot. They don't really have much else going for them. They're gonna really need this rally. Super to Florida. I think we can all agree after this year, Super's gonna retire. Go into full-time streaming. Pulse bomb? Oh, Myeonbong with the save on himself, I guess, but that was a great push by OG. Almost gets everyone killed. Yaki dies to a Diva bomb. I don't know how. I wonder if OG needs to switch. I feel like OG can't play Wrecking Ball against his comp. That's a hot take. He only pulls 5k viewers plus consistently. Oh, were you joking that that's a hot take? It's not a hot take. Like, I think Super... I can understand why Super decided to stream this year. But like, sorry, to play this year. You know, he's on a 2-time championship team. He can still stream on the side and that kind of stuff. But I with how poorly I think the Shock Seasons is, and I don't expect them to win again, I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to just go full-time streaming. I feel like he enjoys it and he's good at it. And his biggest drawback factor is that he just can't spend all his time streaming. Myeongbong gets BQB.
Wobble, wobble,
Alpha Jaw, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming sub. Super will play Overwatch on stream. Oh yeah, I'm not saying he's going to stop playing Overwatch. He's definitely going to keep playing Overwatch. But I think he can go full-time streamer, right? Super has all the trademarks of being a great streamer on Twitch. He could do very, very well for himself if he, I think he committed full-time to it. OG definitely needs to switch. We now got the BQB Soldier coming in clutch the legs. Boston has no positioning is their biggest problem right now. Cummies? Doesn't really get any space. I am 37 with the... Ooh! Oh. Gargoyle Flux doesn't go down. Is that enough to hold them though? Faith just needs to live. Just live, Faith. Oh, Myeonbong is 1 second away from the lamp. Oh! If he gets that lamp down, they might live. They might win that 1v1 if he gets that lamp down. And Faith lives, but... Okay, here we go. They have Soldier Tracer. This is not going to go great for them. I don't know about that window. I-37 goes down to the soldier. The BQB soldier just coming in clutch. Everything wrong that is wrong with soldier just got shown there. What's the best way to use attack visor? Pop it, shoot the shields for a little bit, run back to spawn and switch your hero. That is the best way to utilize soldier.
30 seconds remaining.
I'm gonna have to shoot you down.
Oh my god, that flashbang was enormous. Great play by Boston, just playing a preemptive, right? Like not letting Florida get set up.
10 seconds remaining.
Yaki gets forced to recall. That's a problem.
Overtime.
Minos. Oh, the Transcendence comes out late. Keep stand one alive. Valentine goes down to Yaki. BQB gets stand one. Oh boy. I-37. The commissioner. The commissioner. How's I-37 alive? Someone kill I-37, please. Big slam incoming. All right, here we go. Let's check it. Give it to me. Give it to me, stand one. OG goes down. Big slam! Woo! That was a fatty slam. And that is that map done. Stand one putting the nail in the coffin on that one. Oh, baby. Alright, let's go to Volskaya Industries.
Ready for battle.
Oh my god, these maps were all so long. What the fuck? I was like, it's a full map. It won't take that long. These are very long maps. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have Mayhem play the Anna Winston stuff again. And I think the Anna Winston is actually pretty good on this map. Like, we talked about it before. It's quite good. And I think Boston is gonna really struggle to walk forward with this composition, right? Because it's gonna be so easy for Mayhem to just sort of let them in. Not as much on the first point, but on the second point. It's going to be very hard to consistently counter-dive if you're the Boston Uprising. Yeah, OG's just dead. And that is just, like, it's kind of crazy that they're still forcing this Winston comp against what they're doing. Oh, God, what are you doing? Faith really needs to be helping his teammate and helping heal. Like, you needed to save Melmong there. Spectate OG this map? Is this the map in which OG, like, got forced into retirement? That was ill-advised to jump that far forward. Stand one goes down. Bit of a trade. Oh, Punk's gonna lose his mech for this, isn't he? Oh, good play by Punk. Dude, Yaki is trying his damnedest to keep them in this game. Like, Yaki's actually doing so much work. Yaki normally does, yeah. Just single-handedly keeping them in this game. I feel like OG's been a bottom tier main tank. OG's been very up and down since season 2. And that's the thing. OG is always a risk, right? Whenever you play OGE, you got to be real. Like, and that was our concerns with Florida Mayhem, right? Like we said coming into the season, OG is like a gamble, right? Fade is very consistent. He's a great caller. That's what you want. And OG is just a very up and down player. Like some tournaments he's like phenomenal. He's firing on all cylinders, and some tournaments he just feeds. And I think that's the issue that he's been having on the Mayhem. Because like he's been sort of like, him and the entire Mayhem have been in flux. I don't really agree with that rally. I don't know how they... Oh, moist cummies. Yaki gets Valentine. Just Yaki show right now. Alright, Nano Winston in. Clean. Oh, yeah, Briggs dead for that. Oh, no! Valentine gets OG. How are they gonna lose this? That really should have been unlosable for Boston.
60 seconds remaining.
That's gonna be a cap. They're not gonna be able to touch.
Objective lost.
Now you gotta be careful about this stagger right here. If you're the Florida Mayhem. Alright, looks like they're all gonna be fine. They got Iron 37 as well, which should force this reset. Probably just boomed. Yeah. And that's it. Like, I'm sure it's been hard for OG, right? Like,
SPLOOGE.
what does that spell? Spectate IM37. What does he do? Does he pop off here? They have $3, Kens. I didn't send that. We have another imposter. The Nano Winston gets booped. Great play by Faith on that one. Oh, sick nade by Gangnam Jin. They EMPing into a rally. I don't know how I feel about an EMP into a rally. Big oh. Oh, I am 37. Come on. Oh, Myungbong goes down. Woo! Ooh.
Nice one.
My ultimate is charging.
Okay, so right now where they'd be pounding on McCree. McCree is generally not very good in compositions unless you play very defensively, because the problem with McCree is that you can get run over. With how effective dives are and rushes right now in the meta, if you play McCree, you can just get run at very easily. The reason they play Sombra is it generally is good against this Death Ball style in which a lot of people are playing, right? Team do you support the most? I don't really have a team that I support the most out of anyone right now. Bit of moist splooge on the point. Nano Winston again. Getting a pretty good value here. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. Stem one goes down on that one. And here's what I was saying about the second point the second point attack for the Boston against the Florida Mayhem. Because Florida can set the tempo every single time, it's so hard for Boston to walk forward. Like, it's such a hard point for the Boston Uprising to get any space. Unless they kill Yaki. You guys saw this, I'm sure. I don't know if IM37 would have seen him if Yaki hadn't just stayed like that. So they do get the first pick, which should make it very hard for the Mayhem to engage, but they do almost have to rally in the EMP, so... BQB going down with EMP is so bad as well. Oh, good play. Yeah, that death by Yaki and then BQB getting killed before he can get the EMP off was just tragic for Mayhem. Like, they were doing such a good job of holding this off, and then a couple of little mistakes just really screw it. Like, BQB gets the EMP off eventually. It's pretty good, but it's just, you know, it's not really going to get them a whole lot. It's just too much damage. Myunbong OP. Myunbong is quite good at the video game. I don't know about that pin by Stan 1.
10 seconds.
The special sauce on the point, of course. Okay. So what are we going to see from Mayhem on their own attack? Hopefully not Doom Genji.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Alright, Uprising going to play this composition again. And Mayhem's going to play the Brawl, which I think is the right call. If they're going to play this defensive comp, you play this Brawl. That's worked for them so far in this series. Because Boston's comp just does not Brawl anywhere near as well as Boston's. Oh, Yaki gets flashbanged, I think? Don't deserve play of the match? Yeah, and they're just going to get run down here by the Boston Uprising. That's such a bad first play by the Mayhem. All of a sudden, Boston gets a lot of ult charge that the Florida Mayhem don't have. How are you able to pause on a hotkey? There is a shortcut that you can change in the console. It's kind of hard to find. It is kind of niche, but it is there. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Oh, great wall into Stam 1. Stam 1 is just getting absolutely bodied. And that's why the composition is just better with the May, right? Oh, good kills by Iron 37. There's no way Florida doesn't win this, right? Yeah, Punky gets caught in the back line.
I have big plans for you.
Alright, so Florida gets 2 ticks. BQB doesn't get anything with his high noon. IM37 goes down to Yaki, though. It's a great play. Oh my god, Gargoyle just fucking surfed. Look at this surf by Gargoyle. Ooh! Woo! Playing on the edge. You win these, Valentine. Oh, he did not indeed win. And that's going to be a cap for the Florida Mayhem. Well played. That's like straight up how they're supposed to play this composition. Doing a great job of shutting down the Boston Uprising.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
Gargoyle's been hitting that rock jump practice too much. Yo, he's been joining in on all that rock jump practice. Alright, so rally comes out from the Boston Uprising. There's some moist splooge. A little bit all over the place. Forces are disengaged from the Mayhem. Forces rally and the splooge. So that's a pretty good disengage from the Florida Mayhem. They can pretty much set the tempo with the shadow and the beat now. Big slam! Oh, great beat. Coming out from Slime. Oh, Shadow goes a little wide. Wow, Punk just farmed in the backline. That was really important. Punk gets into the backline, forces the lamp. Forces Gangnam Jin out of the way. That was a great job. Not bad, not bad. If I could ban him, I would have done it already. Yeah. You have no power here, my people. This is my channel. I can say whatever I want. So if I want to say moist splooge as much as I want, and then I will. I don't need this ad revenue. I'll take the report. Alright, we've got High Noon coming in from BQB. Oh, we're gonna get a big flank from BQB. I'm 37. Like, Boss is just giving them so much space and then utilizing their ults. That is a great May ult by Yaki, though. That should get the main tank. Alright, Punky just ints into the backline, but I think you need to do that. Getting that kill into BQB is so clutch. Like, I think you had to go for that if you were Punk. It's the right play. Oh, Myeonbong on the high ground. Gets himself solo flux because of it.
Did someone say, moist splooge?
I don't know who this is, but they're just ruining people's days. So great play by Myeonbong on the thing, but it has to go to IM37. IM37, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really sold on IM37 when Boston signed him. I didn't think it was gonna be very good, but IM37 has some really clutch plays. He gets some really important kills a lot of the time. He's actually been really good for Boston. He's not the best hit scan we have in the league or anything like that, but he does his job, and that's what's important.
Step on me.
Holy host! Emong, thank you very much for the host. What is up, people? We're breaking down Boston vs Mayhem. It's a lot of people. Okay, everyone behave. No one say anything weird like moist splooge. Come on, we gotta act normal for the viewers.
Wobble wobble, motherfucker.
Hi, Frank. Thank you very much for the gaming sub. I appreciate it. Welcome to the moist chat. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so Florida, we actually have mirror ults coming up right now. Like, almost identical ults.
Moist splooge. Welcome.
Emong, thank you for the $3 with the moist splooge. Who would have thought? I feel like there might be an imposter in here, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, Mayhem has the ults.
60 seconds.
They don't look like they know how they want to fight this, right? Like, they're playing so slow. I don't know what is Florida waiting for? So at this point, they just gotta wait. I think they should drop their own window, force back Boston. Like, what is this window by Gangnam Jin? Like, it's so... Like, this isn't gonna help them at all. Like, they waited so long, they get pushed back by the auto, and then Gangnam Jin just uses, like, a very greedy window. Oh god, Yaki rushes the point. Tries to get it. Big old Punky.
Into the ass.
Gets a great eat.
I prefer moist splooge to hot cummies. It rolls off the tongue better.
What did we just talk about in terms of behaving with all the new viewers? Oh! Punky's just too good. Gets a great eat against Yaki. Big slam. MTD coming in from Stam 1. Yeah, Mayhem they just seem a little all over the place. That window in the mail was just, they don't feel like they're being proactive. They don't feel like they're taking the space on their own. They're just like letting Boston Uprising do whatever the hell they want. Forge, thank you very much for the 3 months. Much love, much love. Miss Liz for real. Alright, so now Florida has a bunch of ults, so Boston literally blew their entire load trying to get into that fight. So they have the High Noon. They should be able to take that space. Great wall by Valentine. It's going to pretty much mitigate the entire High Noon. OG needs to hit that fatty shatty. Oh, catches Faith. But good block by Stan 1. Faith goes down for that, though. Good Diva Bomb. Oh, this could go either way. Well played. This was a much better play by Florida Mayhem, right? Like, they force a lot of cooldowns. They use their ultimates correctly. OG Shatter gets value. Big plays, big plays. That Yaki wall killed Faith? Yeah. Yaki's had some... Oh, that's not the end of it. For some reason, I thought that would get me to the overtime. 1 second. It blocked the lamp? Yeah. The lamp was really good by Myeonbong, but unfortunately just gets blocked at the last second. Alright, we're in overtime. Checkmate would hit that shatter. No. I always forget that Checkmate's gonna be the new main tank for Mayhem. And it's like, you know, it's gonna end in disaster. We know it's gonna, like, end up like a train hitting a wall. But it's just like, it's never gonna... unless for some reason Checkmate is just the greatest main tank in history, I am so worried about the Florida Mayhem. Good wall by Yaki. Splits up the team. Stam one's caught. Fortunately, didn't really have the punish potential. Yeah, and that is also true. The first two people that that Checkmate has to play up against is Dallas Fuel and Fearless, and Washington Justice and Mag. It's oh god. Oh no. Stam one gets OG though. How does this happen? Like, how do they? Feels like everyone is stabilized. OG stands up. The wall's not great. He just dies. He just didn't use his shield. Like, I don't know why he goes for this swing here. He never got healed. Yeah, but he also never had his shield. Like, he shouldn't have been that aggressive. Like, he needs to pay attention to that to himself as much as he should have been healed. And there, yeah, from there, Mayhem's just never going to cap this out. Maybe thought the wall would be faster. Yeah, maybe he thought his team was going to get their own wall. Like, they didn't get their own wall. I don't really know what happened there. Defense matrix, yeah, like, it's not just OG's fault for sure on that that play, but yeah, that's it. Like, Kookie should just put in Kookie. Honestly, I would be more excited about Kookie main tank than Checkmate main tank, but obviously Kookie's doing a good job on head coach. You don't want to spread your team thin. All right, let's go. Boston, 1 minute and 5 seconds in the clock. How do they get this? Washington's a very forgettable team. Washington has not played to their potential. We're all really, like, fingers crossed hoping that Decay shows up and just, like, absolutely pounds. OG overrated again. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if anyone will give OG another opportunity. It really comes down to what happens for the rest of the season for Mayhem. Because they're not officially dropping him, they're just announcing that he's not going to be their primary main tank. Oh, OG just gets frozen. Just a great wall, honestly. Boston step up. Their wall split, it moves them away. Forces OG into a corner. They have all the positioning. Valentine is just existing in their backline. Just freezing everybody up. The Symmetra beaming. It is kind of weird that they went Symmetra in this first fight, but hey, it works. OG was released. OG wasn't released. OG was benched. Mayhem's just getting ahead of the curve, as they should. With it, like, it would have been a real clusterfuck if we get to their first match this weekend and Checkmate's in main tank and OG isn't. So they had to announce it. So they announced that they will be playing this week with Checkmate. And OG won't be playing.
Into the ass.
One last one for YT. Moist splooge Custa heart.
Yo, Custa, thank you very much for the $3. You're so smart and handsome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys found it interesting. You can see all of the issues that the Florida Mayhem were having in this match. I think Boston Uprising did a great job of countering the Florida Mayhem, so it wasn't just that Florida played badly. I think Florida just didn't have an answer to what the Boston Uprising were playing. It's going to be interesting that what happens onwards for the Florida Mayhem, because they Checkmate main tank. That's what's coming this weekend. Make sure to look at your pick'ems real close, because I don't expect great things. On the other hand, I think Boston played really well. They don't look very flexible, which is my biggest concern for them right now. Like, very solidly middle of the pack right now, but other than that, I don't really know what to expect from them. So we'll see as time goes on, as the meta comes out, as we see more of these teams play, but interesting to get a look at these teams. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys found it interesting. Much love. That will probably be, we might do one more review tomorrow. We might not. We'll see when I stream tomorrow. It's probably going to be later. So we'll see. But thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Love you all. And I'll see you next time.